Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right, the draft.
Intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Man, and I think you come out, Palmer, and you say, I want to be aggressive early and maybe take a shot, but that's not the shot they were talking about.
No, and give the defense credit because they watched film too, and they knew this offense might come out and want to be aggressive, and they were ready on the back end that time for that. They came into this game hyped up, ready to go. Great individual effort by that defender getting the pick.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers. And
this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line, and the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on offense?
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, it's Adams. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. Third down after the run. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. He's going to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a Great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air, it's Milroe. He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Wide out in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in that because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Got his man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Caught close to the marker, it's Durham. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And that is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty. A mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Lunches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls. And most of the time, I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Feeling some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it there going the other way.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in third and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody, you know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great third down execution by this defense.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. While we're only through one. These quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
14, LSU, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Nice move to keep moving. Afterburner's coming. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury for defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Here's the handoff. Tackled after picking up the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
So no room to run. After that loss on first down, where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Unleashes one. He's got it. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. At midfield, he's got room. And he's running in the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. The give on 4th down. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? On the option. The pitch. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The give is to Miller. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Try to get it to the edge. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll run the toss. Great move there. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession.
And the pass hits, picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown Tide. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, then they make it in the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. Oh, what a move to get open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Haynes. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Oh, what a caught! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Alabama!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The expressway is wide open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU! And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's
going deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
This time he's got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Pressure coming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, what a move! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. They're trying, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way from.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and post him.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Adams. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. Quarterback checking the play. Give to the running back. At the 45 on his way. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown time! And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone. They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. And he'll go out of bounds well short of the goal line as the fake didn't have a chance. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
61, LSU 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
LSU offense will take over.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. To throw, it's Nussmeier trying to get to him.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it on the outside, it's Miller. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the right. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through, right? The line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. And this one's not even going to come close. Man, they threw it in reverse. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
67, LSU 14.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on first down. Time to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
White 18, Rocky switch.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the pummeling has started. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Got a man. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. That's caught. It's Miller. Off he goes. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
81, LSU, 14.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defense.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Looking for a block. It's Adams. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the ground with the back. Touchdown tie! And the punishment has been extended. He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the return, it's Adams. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 25. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Starts to scramble to the left. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to get the edge on the right. Jukes his way for more.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Let's go. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the fourth quarter.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Line gets set, first down. The option look. He'll toss it. Makes one man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Miller with the ball. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. Second and long from the 19. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. Power football with the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown time. And the stomping has commenced.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to...
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack warrants the 2-point try. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covered. The offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. Let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Goes to the option. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. The AT unit on the field. How in the world did he miss that? Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Getting some heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Oh, he left him grabbing. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Past the 45. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the route is on.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense...
Can anyone catch it? Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now on the option. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Now on 2nd down after the good first down run. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. It's complete on the right side.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Really nice job by the quarterback.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But
and he throws another interception, his third of the night. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
yeah, and listen,
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now,
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Bama! The defense with the scoop and score.
and the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He'll call for the fair catch here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game.